This is your 60 cents bread, imagine. And you can do it too. Hello, today we're going to make French bread by using the simplest ingredients and simplest tool. And believe it or not, it cost me to make 2 loaves $1.17. I'm big on the price, simplicity, and also healthy ingredients. So we're going to use just active dry yeast, water, salt, sugar, flour, preferably some scale, and that's pretty much it. And then any kind of bowl if you have it around. And then I have cooking sheet. If you have French bread pan, good for you. If you don't have it, do not stress yourself. Just use any kind of sheet. Let's get started. I will include the recipe in the description below. First, we need to activate the yeast. The one very important thing here is the temperature of the water. It has to be anywhere between 105 to 110 Fahrenheit or 41 to 46 Celsius. If you don't have any thermometer, do not worry about it. Dip your little finger into the water, leave it about 5 seconds. If you have to pull it out quickly because it's hurting, that means it's too hot. Okay? It has to be nice and warm and cozy. So you see there's some bubbles on top and it's foamy looking. It even looks like it's even doubled in volume. So this one is ready. We let that sit about 5-10 minutes. Now again, the temperature of the water here same, 105 to 110 Fahrenheit or 41 to 46 Celsius. Put your finger into the water. You're supposed to feel nice and warm and cozy. If the water is too hot, it kills the yeast. So your bread is not going to rise. It's going to be like a brick bread. We are using some sea salt here. You can use any kind of salt. We are using olive oil, and you can use any kind of oil. It works. So we're just going to dissolve the sugar and salt. I like to measure my flour. So I strongly encourage you to invest into scale if you're planning to bake more frequently. If not, that's okay. Okay, now we're going to just add this activated yeast into the water, mix it a little bit, and then once it's mixed, we're going to add the flour and make our dough. This is a French bread that uses very simple ingredients. Once you learn how to make this kind of bread or white bread, once you get these under your belt, you can make any kind of bread, meaning that you can change this bread into something different. Like you can add anything you want, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, and you can put it into loaf pan. Now we're going to knead this dough about 8 to 10 minutes. And once it's ready, it's going to be nice and smooth and elastic. So we're going to flour our hands a little bit so it doesn't stick to the dough. Now we're just going to knead it. 8 to 10 minutes. Sometimes when we go on vacation, if we are renting some Airbnb place, we do take some dry yeast with us so we can make our own bread. And it's a nice, good idea during the lunchtime, especially if your family size is big. and you're under the budget, this is a good way to save money. And it's also something you made. It's a healthier version too. Vacation doesn't have to be very expensive. Okay, so I'm trying to do some testing here to see if my bread dough is nice and elastic or not. This is called window pane testing. Once you stretch the dough, if you can see the light through without breaking your bread, that means it's done. If it's not doing that, you need to knead more, another 2-3 minutes. Now you see, press with your finger, it springs back, right back to you. That means it's ready. And the other way you can feel whether it's ready or not, the dough is supposed to feel nice and smooth like a baby skin. It's soft and elastic, not sticky anymore. It feels like a small, smooth ball. So while we're waiting, we're going to grease the cooking sheet. We're going to let this dough rest about 1 hour until it doubles. It really depends on the room temperature. So as you see here, it's kind of doubled in size. So we're going to punch it down. So during the rising, the yeast produces lots of gas bubbles. So punching down deflates and releases those large gas bubbles and redistributes the smaller bubbles evenly throughout the dough. It gives you finer, more even crumb. I'm so happy so far because this dough came out really perfectly. So now we're going to roll this dough. You don't have to be precise, but about 15 by 12 inches. And then from one end tightly, you're going to roll it. And then I like to kind of pinch it and roll it again to make it nice and smooth. And then pinch side needs to go facing down to your cooking sheet. Okay, that looks about ready. So we're going to make it nice and straight here, because we want to have a nice, beautiful result, right? And I'm going to score this with sharp knife, about 30 to 45 degree angle, and 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep. Cut it very quickly and confidently, because slow cutting is going to drag it. So what this scoring does is it's going to release some of those gas and steam. It's going to let gas and steam escape, and also it gives that beautiful look. So we're going to cover this up again and let it rise another 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, it's been about 1 hour. It's nicely rised.
we're going to brush with some water. So what this water brushing do is it adds extra shine to the crust, and it also helps develop golden brown color. And I preheated the oven at 450 degrees, and I put some water in the bin, in the pan, and we're going to put it into the oven. You notice there's a water in that pan. So that water is going to make that outer crust soft and moist long enough for the bread fully expand. You just need that for the first 15-20 minutes. And then I'm going to turn this bread around because in the middle part, in the inner side is a little bit pale. Let's go ahead and remove the water here. And once the steam is removed, the crust is going to dry out and crisp up. Look at that beautiful looking bread, and it smells really good.
All right, now the bread cooled down, really nice and light. Let's go ahead and slice it and see how it looks inside. Let's see. Okay. Oh, nice. Look at that. Bounces right back. It came out really well. Earlier we made some chicken sandwich because I made some extra bread, exactly the same bread, and then chicken breast sandwich was very awesome. I'm going to tear it and show you guys. Yeah, it's really nice and soft. This kind of bread actually will be really nice to make some, what is it? Garlic butter with Parmesan cheese. Ooh, it's gonna be really delicious. Maybe I should make that next time and show you guys how to do that. Really tasty. Okay, so, oh, I use my Ziploc bag. I wash it and reuse it. So we're going to put into this bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the freezer. And as long as you put it nicely tight, it can stay a long time actually, a couple months even. Just like that. Make sure to get some air out. Sip it. Okay, let's go ahead and put it into the freezer. But you know what? This is only 60 cents. Can you believe it? This is organic flour, no preservatives, and you know exactly what you put in here. Oh, I feel so good about myself that I'm eating something good for my family. And you can do it too. If it's not organic flour, it's only 20 some cents. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it myself when I calculated. Thank you for watching and enjoy it.